So it appears that 22 million Californians registered to vote in 2020. Right now, we got... How do I pull it up on here? So, right now, 50... Oh, come on. Well, it's there, if you can see it. Looks like 58% of the results are registered, and that's 7.8 million voters. So if that's 58%, are they saying that like 85% of registered voters in the 2020 election are actually voting in this recall election? Do you believe that? Let me find something real here. What else? New York Times, what the fuck? They just don't want anybody to see the news, I guess. Okay. We're looking at 8:31. That was 9 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. Should Gavin Newsom be recalled? No. 68%? And that's 58% of the turnout. Of turnout in 2018. Wow, that many people turn out for a mid-term election? Funny, no. 68%. $7,400,000. So I don't know what this means. 42% Larry Elder. 2,000 votes cast on question so far. What does that mean? So how are we looking at 7 million votes cast on the question of yes or no, and we're saying that only 2,000 of those 7.44 million ballots answer the question of who should replace him? I guess. I mean, that says a lot about how people feel about Newsom. If only... So it's not just a bunch of Trump supporters, is it? It looks, according to this, it looks like it's 2,200 of 7.4 million are saying specifically that they want a replacement. Not even who it is, just that they say no and then they put a replacement. Only 2,000? But apparently 7,441,000 votes cast said, no, we don't want to recall Gavin Newsom. I mean, 68% saying no is 4.5 million ballots that just say no. And then they also show these Democratic. This guy got 11.2%. I don't understand what's going on here. Why are they putting? What do we got going on over here? Okay, 32.7% say yes, and that is 2.6 million votes. They don't say who for. Doesn't matter. What matters is getting rid of this guy. A yes vote is against Newsom and to boot him from office. A no vote is for Newsom and to keep him as governor. Question 2. Candidates to succeed Newsom as governor if he is recalled. Oh, so I guess if you vote no to recall him, you also get to put in a vote for a candidate. That's what these are. Okay, so 11. If more than 50, first question would be whoever has the most votes among the 45 active candidates listed is 7 writing candidate. Okay, so that's what these are. These are if you vote no, but just in case, then you still have a say in who becomes the next candidate. And that's about what, 17% are voting that, like voting for an alternative candidate. The other 50%, over 50%, are just saying no. $2,220. This is what I don't understand right here. This is weird, isn't it? This country's fucked. This country's fucked. Now, I don't care who gets put in. All I care about is yes. Now, what does this mean? What does that mean? Cast on question so far. So I guess are a lot of people just saying yes and not putting a candidate? A lot? Meaning like 5 million? Or I guess 2.6 million. And then if you subtract 2,222, it's about 2,500,000. Are you telling me that of those 2,597,728 votes for yes, that only 2,222 are actually marking a candidate? This thing's bizarre, guys. This shit's even more bizarre than I thought. Now they got a check mark on no. Not a surprise. It says 59% reported. And it says check mark is on no. I don't know what that means. Wow, the difference between having the mouse this far and this far is crazy. This is a whole. I'm getting flashbacks from the the Georgia election. After the main election, I'm getting flashbacks. Estimated votes reported. We got Tehima at 68% yes. This is wild. I wish I could pull that up on here, man. Oh, hey, guys, we gained another 71 votes. That went up. This is weird. Turnout of, okay, 60%. This is fucking weird. Let's find another source here. Oh, look, they already called it 25 minutes ago. So they closed at 8 o'clock. They didn't start actually tallying until 8 o'clock. It's been 52 minutes. 25 minutes ago, Newsom stays. California governor survives the recall election that posed the biggest threat to his leadership. Yeah, I don't think it's the end. I think people hate you. We all hate you. You can't walk on the streets, can you? You can't go do a rally. We hate you. Everybody hates you. You think Biden's going to go wander down the streets in California? We hate you. All of us, we hate you. Insider and Decision Desk headquarters are projecting that, they're projecting, we'll survive the California gubernatorial recall. Well, we're going to see about that. Lawsuits, whatever. It's not going to work. But we're going to see about that. The people have to stand up, dude. Gavin Newsom will survive the California gubernatorial recall. Decision Desk called the race at 8:21 p.m. It's fucking ridiculous. One of 19 states where voters are unhappy with the direction of the state can kick their leaders to the curb. One of 19 states where we have the ability to recall a shit governor. CBS. Let's see what they have to say.
And yeah, it did for Donald Trump But I think that's part of the argument that Newsom is making and that the president made for him last night and that Democrats are going to continue to make. You can have responsible, pragmatic leadership from people who know how to manage these types of things, or you can go with an outsider, similar to the outsider that ran the country for 4 years. Those are the arguments they'll make, and we'll see whether or not they work.
All right, Ed O'Keefe, we appreciate your insight tonight, live from Washington, D.C. We are now getting word that Governor Newsom is speaking. Let's listen in.
Not the only thing that was expressed tonight.
Let's
I
listen in,
focus
gang.
on what we said yes to as a state. We said yes to science. We said yes to vaccines. We said yes to ending this pandemic. We said yes to people's right to vote without fear of fake fraud or voter suppression. We said yes to women's fundamental
fake.
Constitutional right to decide for herself what she does with her body, her fate and future. We said yes
Let's
to
bring
diversity.
abortion into it.
We
It
said
has
yes
nothing to do with any of
inclusion.
this, but sure, let's bring that
We
into
said yes
it.
to pluralism. We said yes to all those things that we hold dear as Californians, and I would argue as Americans: economic justice, social justice, racial justice, environmental justice, our values where California's made so much progress. All of those things were on the ballot this evening.
Oh, yeah?
And so I'm humbled
How about all
and
those
grateful
homeless people that I
to the
see
millions
every
and millions
day?
of Californians that exercise their
Panhandlers.
fundamental right
Everywhere. Tents
vote
abound.
and express themselves so overwhelmingly by
Obvious
rejecting
drug addicts
the division,
lying on the streets
by
everywhere.
rejecting
There's
the
shit
cynicism, by rejecting
on the
so much of the
sidewalks
negativity
and
that's defined
piss,
our
the smell
politics
of piss
in this country over the course of so
everywhere.
many years. I just think of our kids watching all of this.
Yeah, the
Nightly
kids
news,
that are
day
stuck in
and day out.
masks. And
I
they
just
are
wonder, I've got 4 young kids.
literally their IQ is
Oldest
dropped
about to turn 12 this weekend.
20 points
And what they're growing
since
up
the
to.
beginning of this pandemic.
In a world where we're so divided, these kids increasingly fearful,
You think kids being able to see
isolated,
faces
disconnected,
and
we're
convey their
teaching them
emotions
that.
with their faces
And it doesn't have to be
has
that
anything
way.
to do with the way they learn?
I think we owe our kids
yeah,
a deeper sense of respect, and all of us as adults, a responsibility to disregard this false
yeah, we
separateness.
got disregards, false shit. We got to
So
put
much
masks
more
on
in
them
common
because they're so
as a state
they're so
and a nation that we
important.
give ourselves credit for. I've been all over the state of California
Guys, I'm
over
fucking
the last
pissed.
many years, but notably the last 9 months. Conservative parts of the state, progressive parts of the state, folks that I know were going to vote no.
This is
and
worse
folks
than
that
the
I knew were
fucking
gonna vote yes on
2020
this recall
scam.
and-
Okay,
and turned
guys,
out
what the
to do
fuck?
just that. But
How
one thing that's universal,
fucking
everybody wants to
Crazy
be
is
respected.
this scam
Everyone
here.
wants to feel some connection to one another. We all certainly in this pandemic want to feel safe, protected. Those are universal values. And I think about just in the
No, we
last,
don't!
few days, and
We don't want to feel safe.
the former president
We want to feel
put out
free.
saying this election was
Fuckface.
rigged. Democracy is not a football.
Yeah, democracy involves
throw it
actually
around.
counting all the votes.
It's more like a, antique vase. You could drop it and smash it in a million different pieces. And that's what we're capable of doing if we don't stand up to meet the moment and push back.
Hey, what votes
I
did
said
you
this
put into
many,
place
many
before you
times on the
mandate
campaign trail.
masks? Did
know,
people vote for that?
May have defeated Trump, but Trumpism is not dead in this
What
country.
about mandating that people stay
Big lie.
6 feet away apart
January
from each
6th
other,
insurrection,
and that
all
they
the
have to
voting
get
suppression efforts that are happening
vaccines
all
all the
across
time? Did you
this
get a
country?
vote for that? Was that
What's
democracy?
happening
You
is
fuck.
assault on fundamental rights, constitutionally
Such
protected
a
rights of women and
bitch.
girls. It's a remarkable moment in our nation's history.
Yeah, it's
But I'm
remarkable.
reminded
I'll tell you that. You're right
of,
about that, you
something-
fuckface.
I don't know, a few decades ago,
Look at this.
someone
Look at this.
told me
Trump,
when
6
describing
million.
a difficult and challenging
Biden,
moment,
11
said,
million.
The world
Let's take
is
a look at
too
this.
small, our time is too short,
Yes.
and our wisdom is too limited
to
to win fleeting victories at
2.7
other
million.
people's expenses.
No,
He
5.4
went on to
million.
say,
Let's see how
"We
that
must
works
all
out.
triumph together." So in that
Is it the
spirit
same exact numbers that
of
happened when
recognizing
Dominion?
and reconciling this moment,
Sorry,
and trying to understand
when I say Dominion,
what's
I
going
mean
on
the
not just
actual
here in
like
the state, but
like,
all across the United States
like
of
a
America.
noun, like
I just
verb.
want to say this:
having
Tonight,
dominion
I'm
over
humble,
something. I'm not talking about any company.
grateful,
I'm not talking about any company.
but resolved in the spirit of my political hero, Robert
Okay,
Kennedy.
let's do this,
to make
guys.
more
A
gentle
little bit of
the
math.
life
You want to do some
of
math?
this world.
11.
Thank you all very much, and thank you to 40 million
Divided
Americans,
by
40 million
6.
Californians, and thank you for
4
rejecting
to 9.
this recall. Good night.
1.8497.
Very
Okay,
reflective,
now let's see what
passionate,
happened
and
just tonight.
Humbled Governor
5,
Gavin
4, 2,
Newsom getting
8,
slightly
1, 1,
emotional
3,
toward the end and
divided by
looking
2,
quite exhausted. You
6,
can't blame the
9,
guy
8,
for
8, 2,
looking
9
tired because
equals
it's been a process to fight back the recall. Only the second California governor to face that. Gray Davis, of course, was recalled back
Okay,
in
so
2003.
you're telling me
and a lot of
2.1
this, Elizabeth, was about
01.
the timing and the issues. This was a pandemic-driven
You're telling me
process, and the governor came out victorious.
Oh my God, I gotta pause
We
this
want to
shit.
go now to CBS News Elections and Surveys Director Anthony Salvanto live in New York.
They want us to believe that more people voted for Newsom tonight relative to people who voted for anyone else than people who voted for Biden against Trump. That's math. They want you to believe that more people voted for Newsom to stay in office than voted for Trump. Or voted for Biden over Trump. Newsom apparently is more popular in California than Biden. Really? Oh, no, 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 no. You guys, I'm sorry. You guys played your hand. What's the phrase? You guys outstretched your reach a little bit too much here. You are trying to convince us that Californians, after a year of draconian bullshit, are more likely to vote not to recall Gavin Newsom than they are to vote Biden over Trump in that weird election. It's math right here, guys. Holy shit. Okay, this is again, in case you missed it. All right, let's go 11. 250 divided by, let's do it a different way. Maybe it didn't make sense to you guys. Biden over Trump, 1.85. Rounding up. 1.8497, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see. Newsom, no over yes. You see my work. 2. You're telling me that they won over people. You're telling me that they won people over to Newsom over the last fucking 10 months. They won more people over to the Democrat side? People were like, oh yeah, Biden's doing great and Newsom's doing wonderful. I love not working. That's all I got, guys. Good night.